All right, it's Wednesday. It's the Rundown presented by FanDuel. Go to FanDuel.com, beat Dave. I got to blog this. That's literally what I said. But until I blog it, listen here. All right, so they gave me a free seat in the WFFC, Fantasy Football Championships. It's at the Meadowlands. It's at the end of the year. It's 75 people enter. The winner gets $500,000. So it's very hard to qualify for this. Now, what we're doing this week, this is free. If you go to FanDuel.com/BeatDave, it's a free contest. You get a piece of me. If you win this, you get 5% of anything I win. I'll tweet. You can follow me. It'll be an exciting day. If I win this thing, you get 25 grand for nothing. So sign up. Hashtag BeatDave. Again, it's FanDuel.com/BeatDave. Plus, you get 20% bonus on your first deposit. So sign up.
$20 bonus.
What did I say?
20%. Different.
Yeah, you get $20 bonus. You get 25 grand if I win. So join it, guys. We are, I would say, OGs of this little blogging world that we do. Like one of the first websites ever that I was aware of. The other ones that I knew of at the time were Deadspin and Sports by Brooks. Mm-hmm. The Sports by, and some would say both the people who were involved in that in the beginning went mad. I'd say Leach went mad, and I would say, well, I won't say this.
We don't know. We don't know what happened. We don't know.
There were so many rumors.
Just disappeared.
So Sports by Brooks, he came back. He tweeted
he's back.
a Willy Wonka
clip.
an unbelievable clip, I thought.
Yeah.
Like, and that's a movie I think I should see because more and more people. I've never seen that movie. I've never seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
That's crazy.
So I didn't know what he was
That's
doing.
like, especially at your age, it was probably like wheelhouse.
It's a great scene and a great comeback.
Yeah. So I didn't know what he was going to do. So when he did that flip, I was like, oh my God, that was that. Yeah. And that's why this guy's a legend.
Has he tweeted again since?
No.
I hope he just comes back and pretends that like nothing happened. Just keeps blogging.
Or never
like
tweets
it's
again.
Keep blogging like it's 2009.
It's weird. Like you look at his feed and it says 2013 was his last tweet, and then it's just like he's back. 75,000 followers, still just sitting there ready to go.
I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but when we were at the Super Bowl in San Francisco,
I think I know what you're about to say.
I was out with Paulie Paps, Dan Patrick's show, and we were out getting some beers.
Down, right?
No, we were out getting beers, and Paulie was friends with Sports by Brooke, and like was legitimately concerned about him for years. Like, well, I hope this guy's okay. And I convinced him to try to give him a call, and someone picked up and then just hung up. And it was the most thrilling moment of my life.
Very dramatic.
There's that rumor that somebody like was going to do a story on Sports by Brooks.
Jeff Perlman wrote up. He did it. He investigated.
Oh shit!
He wrote
was
it
in this office. I didn't ask him.
And then he
decided,
axed it.
Yeah, it sounds like there was some sort of mental health issue with Sports by Brooks, and he thought he was going to do like damage to him.
He
by putting it
said
out
some people are just not meant to be found, or something like that.
But apparently he is.
Well, he found.
But
you can't find yourself.
Found yourself.
He's back.
I hope he's back, and I hope we hire him.
I hope somebody tells Sports by Brooks the landscape has dramatically shifted.
He ain't 2010 anymore, bro.
The hottest girls.
Yeah, no, it's blast from the past. Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
He just came up from his bunker.
Right. So
if
he thinks he's gonna go put those girls on his website, he's gonna be dragged quickly.
I wonder what, like, it's so fascinating, and it's just like this. It also is going to be one of those situations where people watching this rundown, there will be a very clear divide. I guarantee a lot of people have no, like, you guys are just rambling idiots right now.
Right.
Like, this guy even
but that's the point. Have you ever heard us talk about anybody else this way? Across the board, we all agree that he was like
the OG of OGs.
Yeah, no, he was one of the originals. There's like 4 to 6 of them. I mean, no joke. It would be, if at the time when he stopped, that would have been like if I just stopped. And then I came back like a bunch with, Willy Wonka, be like, oh my God, Prez just came out of death or something.
But you've never seen Willy Wonka, so you wouldn't use that.
Could you
I wouldn't use it, but if I use that.
The pressure of like when he decided, like, all right, I'm
that was perfect.
Next tweet, yeah.
That was magic. That's what made him a legend.
Who he is.
Great.
Yeah.
Let's get him here. We got Large from Take a Report back in the day. We'll get Sports
Large is one of
in
those
here
early.
too. Let's go.
Yeah, all these relics of the
do you think
past.
that he's like gonna work again, or do you think he just is like?
I don't think you do that unless you have something
like making
planned.
an announcement, right?
Yeah.
Let's hope.
It's wild.
Actually, I don't know. There's competition.
It's wild. It's wild.
Call them up. Sports by Brooks. Get at us.
Movement watches, mvmt.com/rundown. You get 15% off, free shipping and returns. Watches this nice go for $400, $500 in a department store. Here, they're just $95. Now is the time to step up your watch game. Join the movement today. Georgia Southern, the Georgia Southern coach. Now, I love what he's doing. He's going to frats and he's doing wrestling like parties, videos, people doing elbows on chairs. Every coach at small schools does this. We got to win the students. You got to make them
get the
want
students
to
section.
go.
You got a home field advantage.
Yep. It's every row of the boat, whatever it may be. You got to support it. What better way to go to frat row and start doing WWE skits? I love it.
Him breaking out the people's elbow.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a people's elbow in a long time.
It's brilliant.
Long time.
Steel chairs. The
Love
kids
it.
chanting.
There actually may be.
He's got to let people hit him with the chair, by the way. That was my only complaint.
He didn't look like he had fake chairs.
But it was my only complaint. You got to let people
what he's
hit
got to
you
do
with the chair.
now that like it's a thing, he's got to up it. He's got to up the
Yeah.
ante. So he's
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
actually start to do something.
Backyard wrestling.
Right.
Being
Hardcore matches.
Being a college football coach, maybe like the hardest thing to do in the world.
Oh, easily.
They have so many, like you have to get the student body, you got to get the alumni, you got to recruit, and then you got to actually coach.
Do all within the NCAA parameters, win.
Right. And it's this guy, this guy has a lot harder of a job than the big time coaches.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Big time. You don't have to get the student body.
Right. Yeah, the machine runs at a lot of these places, but if you were trying to make your name for yourself and trying to climb the coach ranks, it's impossible.
And
That's how you do it.
Right. And that's a school where clearly, like the kids say, maybe I'll go to the game, maybe I won't. Well, he threw the people's elbow at a chair, I'll be there.
How long before this is like a problem though, or something?
Oh, all right.
Like
it's definitely a
Justice
problem.
Warriors
Sure,
or
if
the
we followed up.
NCAA, it's like
Yeah,
you're not
if we
allowed to
followed up.
fraternize with the
Yep.
people.
That
Gonna ruin it.
knowing how things go now, that frat will like probably get shut
Right.
down.
Yeah, although
chapter
Georgia's
gets revoked.
different. It's a different world.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like you don't. The one great thing about the South is like you don't go at anything that is trying to help win football games. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like you don't.
No
you
matter
don't
what
fuck
your
with football.
feelings or standards
Yeah.
are.
Is
No,
Georgia
no.
Southern the blue helmets with the
Yes.
numbers on them?
Yes.
They used to be D2. They won it every year as D2, and now they're okay. This video, I don't even know if it's real. It seems real. Campus police on rollerblades. This also seems like a relic of the past. Rollerblades are out, but apparently they're in here.
I mean, you saw exactly why they're out. Stairs
Laugh
are the
out loud
ultimate,
funny.
ultimate equalizer when you
It's
got a guy
laugh
on
out
wheels.
loud funny seeing them run.
Like,
I also think they could have ran faster than they're rollerblading, but it's funny.
They were not good
rollerbladers.
rollerbladers.
The video made me think this was from like
A
Police
movie?
Academy.
Oh no, yeah, like a movie's being filmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole idea that all you gotta do is get to stairs. Like you cross the border to Mexico, they can't touch you.
Yeah,
Like,
this
all you
is-
gotta do is get to the top of a staircase and you're free.
Now that I'm thinking about it, this is definitely like 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
something like that.
The
Shut up. I
third
have
one,
like
or
an
24th
absolute
Jump Street.
soft spot for all the Police Academy movies.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love the Police
Oh, yeah.
Academy movies.
Sound effects guy?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Hightower.
Hightower.
yeah.
Is he dead?
Tackleberry.
Hightower dead? Somebody
is
from Police
Hightower
Academy
dead?
died recently.
Isn't
Tommy?
Hightower?
I think he is dead.
Hightower's the football player.
What?
Too tall at Jones.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I think-
See,
What's his name?
Hightower.
This is one of those things that
Also
Tommy
just
has.
Hightower?
Do you know
No, his name
you know
is
what Police
Academy,
Academy is?
Hightower.
He's too tall at Jones.
Tommy, you ever heard of Police Academy? No.
Too tall at Jones.
You know he
That's
had never
his
heard
name's Ed
of-
Jones.
You never
And
heard
what's
of
his name?
I need a
Bobcat.
name besides
Bobcat. What's his name?
Goldthwait?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know he had never heard of American Gladiators?
Really?
I'd heard of it. I said I didn't really know what
American
it was.
Gladiators.
That's just
no
one of those
idea.
ideas. Somebody's just waiting.
Are we
to
talking? Is this
back.
Bubba Smith?
Yeah, Bubba Smith, not too tall at Jones.
He's dead.
Oh, sorry.
R.I.P. Oh, damn.
We've been playing that game a lot recently.
we
It's
did
finally
lost.
gonna get us.
Yeah.
We've been keeping
Smith.
people alive.
He was on the Steelers or the Cowboys? Steelers, right?
He was on the Baltimore Colts, Raiders, and Houston Oilers.
Okay, so none of those.
Close enough, Dave. You need to watch American Gladiators.
That's what I
The
mean, I
tennis
told
ball
him.
gun
One of the
course
best thing
is
in
the
the world.
greatest thing ever.
The
very
Eliminator,
good.
the rings, all of it's incredible. They did bring it back. Remember, it didn't really work.
It did, yeah.
did?
They
work,
should do it
yes.
again.
Why?
They brought it back, I think with Hulk Hogan. It was like a Saturday night thing on Fox, and it just like
All
didn't
you need
really
is a tennis
resonate.
ball.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not built for a Saturday night.
That was the problem. Yeah, it needs to be like a
It's a Saturday
Saturday morning,
morning.
like cartoon wrestling
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Like if that's,
should bring it back.
If that's on, like we have our college show, but if you have a show from like 11 to 12, that would hurt game day. Like Gladiators.
Watch that right
could
before
bet on it?
football. Forget
Yeah.
it.
Cowboy Joe West was in the news going after the camera crew after the camera well because the edges of the cameras were over the railing, and the announcer was Bob Brenly. Just absolutely eviscerated him. He's like,
Torched him.
It's good to see Joe West worried about like a camera a half an inch over when he can't like call a strike 6 feet off the plate or something like
Incredible.
that.
Just smoked him.
I love Cowboy Joe West.
No.
I do. How
Just
can you
because it's just like you love dumb stories. Yeah.
I mean, when he did the movement,
Yeah.
when he had the
Umpire
armbands,
abuse,
and
yeah.
umpire abuse.
in the middle of the Charlottesville
And when he
riots.
signs autographs.
The gullet, man.
I mean,
the
it's
gullet
great. Yeah, it's
itself
great.
It's
great.
I feel like if you're in the game, though, you must just fucking loathe him.
Oh.
I also think you have to. You almost need like an end date for. You can't have like 10 years as an umpire because you make shit up like this. What I mean, we're making things up now. The camera's an inch past the fucking.
Who was I talking? I think it might have been Phil Hughes. I asked that to a baseball player, like, what do you think about Cowboy Jerry West? And it was like the opposite of what we think. They were like, no, we actually like him because you just know where you stand.
which is
one of those
on
old
Mars.
He's a
guys.
consistent asshole.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
But you know
Right.
he's on Mars.
Right,
so-
exactly. You just know that when Cowboy Joe West is there, like,
Here's
shit's
how
going
you
to get weird, but it's consistently weird.
So Kevin, you weren't in yesterday.
You wanted,
What?
No, he did it. He
you did?
Yeah.
That's the
How
second day in a
quickly
row.
are you doing them?
No,
How am I missing these?
It wasn't that fast. It was normal.
You do it right after the first topic?
Yeah, I did. I sometimes. Yes,
That's
today I
second day in
did.
a row that's happened.
MVMT.com/rundown.
Damn.
15% off free shipping and returns.
I'm losing it.
They
Sorry.
go 400, 595.
I caught your
Double
brain
entry.
disease. I caught your brain disease.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I feel like I'm
Noodles
sharp
contagious.
today.
Yeah,
Actually.
you have been pretty sharp.
Yeah, I can tell when I'm sharp. I already know going in. It's like, oh, brain's not working. Today it's working. So you weren't here, Kevin, but you are being sued
Apparently.
individually, as am I, as is Nate and Smitty.
Perfect.
We caught that in the race.
You
So-
should actually do. You should.
You
Okay,
can't
hold on.
stop this.
We got to talk about the lawsuit, but I wonder if there can be some kind of plea where you respond to Rapaport and you're like, hey, if you take Dave and Kevin out of the lawsuit and
we'll give
Barstool, we'll let you fight it in court against just Nate and Smitty.
And they don't get any.
you imagine?
They don't get any legal
Could you
representation.
imagine
They
the
get
two
no
of them
lawyer. They have to do it on their
having
own.
to team up against Michael Rapaport.
All on their own.
The fact that
cannot script
like
this.
they just finally, it's like we're done, and now they've been thrown back in like a petri bowl together.
And so, as I understand it, Nate is in trouble for actually kind of referencing STD, whereas we have only said herpes.
I don't even think he's mad at me, I believe, for the T-shirt,
Right.
which I don't even mention herpes. That's just a picture of his
He
face.
Streisand affected himself. He wants everyone to know that he did not have herpes.
Yeah,
so
you-
let the record show he did not have herpes.
I never saw anything from you or Smitty who said he had sexually transmitted herpes, which everybody pretty much has herpes. You get a cold sore, you have herpes. Nate went the extra mile and
Said it was sex.
and STD related.
Yeah.
My guess is this doesn't see the light. I hope it does.
Do we know?
Oh,
if he's
it
even
would
real?
be-
Like I know people
Can you-
sent me like the document. But
We
like,
haven't
He's
been-
actually filed or
I
whatever.
mean, it seems
served,
like a lot
whatever
of
you call
work,
it.
but we haven't. I don't believe.
I
Is
saw.
there
So
work?
he went on Jim and Sam. You know Sam Roberts.
Yeah,
Jim
yeah,
Roberts?
yeah.
This was like a couple weeks ago because he was talking about Serena Williams, and then Sam Roberts was like, "So what happened with you in Barstool?" And he was like, "I can't talk about it. Like read between the lines. You can insinuate whatever you want. I can't talk about it." Meaning like he knew some legal action was coming, but he definitely the way he was in that interview, he's acting like he dropped the fucking atomic bomb.
I
like,
can't.
gotcha.
He's stupid enough not to know what defamation means and what it would entail on his cross-examination.
Right.
It
He's
would
stupid
be-
enough to have. There might not even be a lawyer. It might just be him.
Yeah,
like playing
you look
lawyer.
like we were saying that yesterday. That's how your guy never was able to get to us.
Right, 'cause he
was
did it by
trying to be
himself.
and he just kept calling us the wrong company name.
Right. Thank God.
Can you intentionally throw the early proceedings or whatever? I don't know at all how this works, but like basically, can we figure out a way to make sure this goes to actual court?
I know.
Right. Like we'll concede. Like,
Yes.
No, you can win this round. No, we don't want it.
Yeah,
we don't,
we don't want it. We
Let's
don't
go
want
to
it. We
trial.
just want to get to court. We want to have the trial of the century.
He will end up owing us money. I guarantee you it if this actually goes, because Eric and I at the end of this, like we're just every cent that we paid him.
A lot of sense, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, but
A lot of sense, Dave.
that's a little misconstrued. That was we took over his podcast from CBS, so it's like what he was getting from CBS, we just basically guaranteed, and then he had on top of that. What did he say? He also
suing
lied.
for the Sirius
He's
thing.
saying like,
Yeah.
he was supposed to have a radio show and get
Right.
paid on Sirius. So
Right.
there's a bunch of different things on there, and we were going to give him Sirius until he turned into a political lunatic, and we told him that, and he understood that. But he's also said like $1 million. He's suing like the thing Rhea was like, well, can I sue you for saying you slept with me? He's got $1 million of those.
Yeah. He did the Photoshop with you for like 400 pictures of fucking you.
Yeah.
I don't think. Did he fuck you?
I have not had sex with Michael
Okay,
Rapaport.
there you go. Then point us.
I also would like to go on the record.
I'm happy we're on the record that he didn't fuck you. Because that picture looks real.
TMZ
How?
and the New York Post, definitely TMZ, both misquoted me. A lot of people were like, oh, Dave screwed that one up because I wrote he's a loser. I can't wait to see him fade into Bolivian. They corrected it and put Oblivion.
Yeah, what a missed opportunity. Like, of course Dave said Bolivian.
Don't
Come on. Don't ever doubt Dave.
My misspellings are my misspellings
that's
for a
another
reason.
thing. That's another thing. Tommy didn't even know what that meant.
Well, I knew it
We're
was
getting so
intentionally
old.
wrong. I didn't know it was from
He
Mike
thought
Tyson.
you invented
Tommy.
that. He was like, oh, you know how Dave always
no,
says
no.
Bolivian.
No,
Like,
Tommy.
the younger generation, not just
The
Tommy.
all-time
We're getting
Mike-
so old that they don't even know
All-time
these
Mike
things.
Tyson quote. All time. Just
I
fade
knew it
into
was
Bolivian.
incorrect. I knew that was not the correct, but I thought that was just a classic.
Wait, you know what was incorrect? The way they did it, which was correct, or incorrect because that's not how I wrote it?
I knew that when you
Bolivian
say
was-
into Bolivian, I knew that was wrong. But I thought,
No, it's right.
right.
It's not wrong. It's,
It's
right.
right. Yeah.
It's correct. Every time Dave
It's
said
correct.
that, it's correct.
I was wrong when I say it was wrong. It's right.
It's correct.
Yeah.
You're wrong thinking it was wrong.
I would. Yeah. So I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm triple wrong.
Yeah. That's right, Tommy.
What's next? Like,
I don't think we've officially been notified
Right, we
except
haven't
by
been
the
served or
news.
anything, yeah.
I assume it's. The only thing I can think here is he somehow is grossly misjudging our reaction, which we're gonna be like, okay, let's settle. Where we're gonna be like, let's go, buddy.
Yeah.
And he lives in LA, so why would you sue us in New York? Makes no sense.
Also,
you
it's,
could.
it's
I
also
think.
not a lot of money for a fucking lawsuit, right? I mean, like the amount by the time you lawyer up and pay all your fees and shit, he's suing for like 300 grand.
And by the way,
like 100 grand in
he's
lawyer
gonna-
fees.
He's gonna have to like pay his
Beefy,
legal fees
yeah.
out of his own pocket, like where it goes like Barstool, like no one, like we're personally not paying a lawyer.
Right.
I just need this. I mean, could you imagine a live stream?
Oh my God.
Can you imagine the courtroom sketches?
Yeah.
Come on, we have to. Let's actually defame
Need
him so
it.
we can do this for real.
Need it.
Quick
Need it.
shout out here to the ZBT guys. That was a pretty cool award that I saw, the Headstrong Award. So congratulations to them. That, I guess, I don't know how I didn't know about it. It happened like a week ago, it looks like. But courage for basically talking about mental issues with, the military, things like that. It's pretty impressive. It's a cool letter.
Yes.
We should put that in there. So just wanted to give them some recognition. Other than that, it's another day, another dollar. We move along. We continue to.
It's the greatest soap opera on earth.
We wait for Deadspin's response to their deputy
What is
editor being
Barry gonna
absolutely
tweet?
insane.
I mean, that is like that dude has to be fired, right? If they're gonna keep any sort of consistency or practice what
But
they
they
preach
don't.
at
no,
all.
they're gonna say they're gonna say the
changed and they
same thing
evolved.
they
I
always
don't
say.
think-
They evolved. There's
think
I don't
he'll
think
say
they're gonna say it.
You think that guy's first tweet will just be like?
No,
about
they'll
something?
apologize. He'll apologize because their whole thing is like, oh, they never apologize. We apologize. Like they'll do something to basically cover their ass so they can continue to be the losers that they are.
I mean, when you do the deleting the tweets, erasing your likes, and then you say I've changed the person, it's the most fraudulent thing on the internet.
I need to follow him and put on tweet alerts.
Also to clarify, PFT.
He's at one of those moments.
He's Adam C. Best.
He is
He's
at
doing
one of those
exactly what
moments
Adam
where
C.
we
Best
got
did.
follow him,
Right.
put on the tweet
I
alerts.
wanna know what
get
it's-
ready
what he's
to
gonna
go,
tweet and when it's gonna
buckle
happen.
up.
Guys.
All right, we'll send it then. All right.
Who?
Sure, you guys have to leave in 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right,
We're ending. I was just going to clarify because PFT wrote a long article today, which is nothing unusual for anybody who's been here, which is essentially he likes Barstool. He thinks there's tons of good people. The only thing he really disagrees with is engaging online because some of our lunatic fans will create bigger problems and unnecessary problems, say things that are frankly over the line. Also, I wrote yesterday to clarify for anybody who misconstrued, Dan, I think that's how you feel. That's all I was saying with that the online engagement is all you're against. I know you're very
Oh yeah. No, I was
Barstool.
just saying. I know there's always the like big cat won't get in the mud. I spent the last 2 evening yaks basically exclusively talking about all this stuff. I won't do the Twitter stuff because I find it absolutely exhausting and no one ever wins. So I've retired from that. I retired from that after the Rapaport thing. I just like you can't. If I want to get my thoughts out on something, I do it on evening yak. Listen every night. I'll talk about everything, take calls, all the shit.
So I'm interested to see how the outside world perceives the PFT thing. I mean, they don't like hearing that he.
It was well said. I have a similar feeling. I told you that
Yep.
on Monday's rundown. Like, I
there's a
think
difference.
Barstool's a great company. Everything we stand for is great. There's a small part of the things that we do that we could be better at.
Yeah, I will say, as PFT said, the Laura Wagner stuff, which he didn't put in there, the fact that like she isn't even he is like she's not lumped in this. Like Laura Wagner deserves everything. She relentlessly attacked us.
picked the fight.
It's like how many times can you poke somebody in the stick till
and
they're
then
like,
when you
what
respond,
are you doing?
they're like, I can't believe you responded.
I guess for me that's always just leave it alone.
Yeah. Well, that is the different strokes for different folks in that regard. All right, that's the rundown.